What's up? It's time for the July TBR. My July TBR. Let's start off with the one that I'm reading just because I really fucking want to. And that's gonna be A Curse Carved in Bone. I gave the first book and this 5 stars, so I need to continue ASAP. So this one is the sequel to an Fate Inked in Blood, I believe was the title. But yeah, I went and picked up this copy because I was not about to wait for Fairy Lude's version. No, I mean, will I get that version? Maybe eventually, but I wanted to read this ASAP. So we're putting that one on the list because I cannot wait. Also, I think this one is on my 25 and 25 list, so we're going to continue on with that. But this is a series based on Nordic mythology. And so our main character, Freya, she's got powers that make her like the shield maiden or whatever, if I remember correctly. And she does some crazy intense stuff. But yeah, people want to be married to the shield maiden. And it's like this whole thing. Like her family, I think, tried to protect her from that, if I remember correctly. And they just like, it turns into a whole thing. But she's kind of a badass, and I like that. And there was female rage in the first one, and I love books of female rage. Let's be for real, because I feel like we just don't get a lot of that. So yeah, she's not your chill average woman. At least for those times, you know, what the expectations of women were. But she's a fighter. She will mess you up. But anyway, so I like that a lot, and I am excited for this book. Okay. Then we're going to continue on with the Red Rising Saga. I'm going to read Morning Star. This is the goal. Then I'll be done with the original trilogy, I guess. I'm really interested to see how this is going to continue on and pan out. Things got crazy at the end of the last one. So yeah, I am ready to continue with this too. And then I'm going to read this sequel, which is also on my 25 and 25 list, Where the Library Hides. So this was this is the second book from what's the first one called? I'm forgetting the names of these books. Okay, yes. So this one is the sequel to What the River Knows. And that one we had a naive girl whose parents were up to all kinds of shenanigans in Egypt. They're like archaeologists, but there's like lots of stealing of artifacts and thievery and stuff. But she's from Argentina, from Buenos Aires, I believe. And she just like it doesn't know much about the world at all, because she is like very much like I guess like a high society lady. Like she's been very sheltered, and so she does a lot of dumb stuff, and basically has to learn the hard way what kind of crap her parents were up to. So yeah, she shows up like a dumbass. Honestly, just like kind of runs off and then wants to be in Egypt and wants to see what her parents are doing, and like yeah, so she did that. She did that, and she does a lot of stupid things because she does not understand how the world works. And you know, she goes for the bad boy. I guess I don't even feel like he's that bad of a boy, but he's like, she's into him anyways. And yeah, he's obviously bad news. Like he's just obviously doing shit that she does not to be involved with, but she likes him anyways. And so yeah, she's learning the hard way that sometimes people will backstab you over and over and over, especially if you're dumb enough to let them do it multiple times. So anyways, I'm interested to see where this goes, because this was the first one was very like adventure-y, and you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I want to know what else is going to happen, because yeah, it turned into like a whole adventure thing. And her cousin showed up to stir the pot. So yeah. Anyways, I'm excited for that one. So that's another sequel that I was anticipating for this year. And then I have just a couple more. I'm going to keep this TBR short this time because I'm kind of turning more into a mood reader. And I just want to leave myself some slots open to read whatever the hell I want, or in case I end up picking up another reading challenge or some crap. So, anyways, I am going to read Raybearer, which I don't actually know much about this other than I think it's like an African inspired book, like fantasy book. Raybearer. Yeah, I have no idea other than there's magic. There's magic, and I think it's like African. And I think this was on my astrology challenge. So, you know, we're going to keep making progress on all of that. And then the last one that I have that I'm officially going to add to this TBR is How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories. I think this is also on my astrology challenge stuff. But, like, yeah, I loved the Cruel Prince stuff. That series, that trilogy, I love it. I want to reread it. And, but I haven't read the short story collection yet. So this is a must. And I think, like, I think this has art in it. Let's see. Yeah, so I think there's like full spreads in here too, if I can find one. Oh yeah, there you go. There's more. Like a vibey one. But yeah, this has like illustrations in it, which is also exciting, because I don't read a whole lot of books that have that. But, we'll see. That is the TBR, so like, yeah, I don't know. If you don't know what the series is, then first off, I'll be surprised, but this series is like, it's Faye, and there's Jude and Carden, who... Carden is the prince, and at least he was in the beginning of the series, and he was a jerk. He was such a jerk. Like, this was enemies to lovers. Like, he was obsessed with her, and he was so mean to her, and yeah, but by the end of it, you know, they're a thing, so I was into that. Although, but I don't feel like it was that heavy on the romance. Is more based on like the politics and the stuff that's going on and like court intrigue, which I really like. So yeah, I really like this series, and I'm excited to read this. So jump back into that world where the Fae are the tricksy kind that are gonna do shenanigans and mess people up and play with people too much. So yeah, that's my more chill July TBR. We'll see how things go this time. Hey, Ametista, you ready to have mommies? Ametista, I need you to judge my reading books. What do you think about this one? Huh? No? You don't want it? You don't want it? You don't think it's good? No bueno? What do you think? Huh? What do you think, Ametista? You'd rather eat the lights? That's very promising. Okay, what about this one, Ametista? Okay, what about this one? No? I don't think she's having it this time. What do you think? No? Purposefully ignored. Well, well, well. What do you think about this one, Ametista? What do you think? No? You don't like this one either? No? Oh, she said nope. I don't want to be bothered. I don't think she's going to go for any of these this time. What about this one, Ametista? Damn. Shiesty. Shiesty little baby. Oh, you're such a hater, Ametista. No? You don't think so? No? Girl. Girl, girl, girl. What about this one? What about this one? Damn. You giving me the cold stanky shoulder? Huh? You don't think so, Ametista? What do you think, mija? Well, maybe. Maybe. She put her nose on this one. We're gonna go with that's the only one she thinks is gonna be good. That's very tragic. Alrighty, thanks, Amethyst.